And here's the piece that we were talking about from uh, about if journalism was actually being responsible. Here's the what you see on one side is the 60 minutes version, the cut version of it that they released, and then the full unedited version of the 60 minutes interview with Lisa Stahl. And let's play the tape.
Think that your tweets and your name calling are turning people off?
No, I think I wouldn't be here if I didn't have social media because the media is
The name
corrupt.
calling.
In my opinion, the media is corrupt. But,
You know,
but
you
the
talk-
media is fake. And frankly, if I didn't have social media, I'd have no way of getting out my voice.
You know what you told me a long time ago when I asked why you keep saying fake with the
Yeah.
media?
Yeah.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe
I
you.
don't have to discredit you.
But that's what you
You've
told me.
discredited yourself.
You told me that.
Leslie, you've discredited yourself. When you say that you're not going to cover Biden, you're going to ask him what flavor ice cream he has, okay?
That's not
Instead
me.
of why did Hunter get $3.5 million from Moscow? Instead of why is an energy company paying your son $183,000 a month or whatever they're paying him, and he has no experience in energy. You know, you discredit yourself. I don't have to discredit you.
So this story about Hunter and his laptop, some repair shop found it. The source is Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani.
I don't know anything about
And
that.
you're
I just know it's a
making-
laptop,
and
and they
you're-
haven't.
And you're making this one of the hottest, most important issues in your rallies.
I don't know about the two
This is the
gentlemen you
most
mentioned.
important issue in the country.
It's a very important issue to find out whether or not a man's corrupt who's running for president, who's accepted money from China and from Ukraine and from Russia.
All these
Yeah, I think
things
that's
have
an
been
important issue.
investigated and this.
It's incredible the way you can try and say this and sit there and look me in the eye and say it.
A
He
Republican
accepted money,
committee.
his family, from Russia, from Ukraine, from China, and from other places.
And a
His
Republican-
brother, who didn't have experience, became a big builder in Iraq without experience. Take a look at what's going on, Leslie, and then you say how that shouldn't be discussed.
I'm saying,
It's the biggest scandal out there, Leslie.
and you think it's the biggest issue to campaign on.
I think it's one of the biggest scandals I've ever seen, and you don't cover it.
Because,
You want to talk about,
well, because it can't be verified.
you want to talk
I'm
about
telling you.
insignificant things.
I'm telling you.
Of course it can be verified. Excuse me,
We
they found a
cannot-
laptop, Leslie,
It can't be
Leslie,
verified.
what can't be verified?
The laptop.
Why do you say that?
Because
Even the
it's
family
verified.
hasn't, the family on the laptop, he's gone into hiding. For 5 days, he's gone into hiding.
He's preparing for your debate.
Oh, it's taken him 5 days to prepare? I doubt it. Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So let's get back to the name calling, okay? And whether you think it's turning people off.
No, I think, look, it is
You
what
call
it is.
Biden stupid.
Where are we sitting then? Where are we sitting?
In the Roosevelt
Of what?
of the White House.
That's right. How did I get here? How did I get here? We're in the White
But what are you
House.
saying? Oh, but by name calling, you think that
No,
that
not the name calling, by, doing the right thing. And we have a great record. I mean, we got hit by a pandemic, wasn't my fault. But it was China's fault. But Leslie, we're in the White House. The press is very biased, very, very biased. And I'm not talking
You're
about
trying to
anyone. I'm talking
discredit
about,
us.
no,
Yes.
no, I'm not. You're discrediting yourself, Leslie.
No, you are.
Leslie, you're discrediting yourself. When you don't go after Biden, with
Why
the
are you
corruption in the
asking me
Biden
about
family,
going after Biden? You've asked me 5
when you
times.
don't go after what happened in the Russia witch hunt, which turned out to be a total phony with no collusion whatsoever. When you don't do that, you discredit yourself. The press, is highly discredited right now. You do know that. So you discredit yourself.
Do you think?
So much of that interview, brother, was not out there. They cut so much of it. And I think if you can't look at that and honestly see what is wrong with journalistic ethics, which, listen, I took a couple classes in college. I think you might have too on journalistic ethics. And You just heard Leslie Stahl use, "Oh, it can't be verified," as an excuse not to do her job. Like if that was anything else, "Oh, I can't do that." I don't feel like that's something we can you really know for sure. That doesn't that doesn't mean you don't report on it. That just means you go and get it verified one way or the other. Or here's a crazy idea: get it proven false, unless you know it's going to be true, and in which case you don't want it to be verified that it's true. So you come up with a lie and say it can't be verified, but it can be, because if you can identify, if you can take a picture, if you can take a picture, any type of JPEG, and identify the metadata on it, and you can do forensic analysis, if you can put someone to death because of video footage and clarify that it's accurate, then you can verify if that laptop is real or the data on it is real. You can clarify, you can verify it, but you don't do that if you want to hide the truth.
Which is what I guess what your point is saying is that it's a lack of imagination, it's a lack of investigative journalism, which was supposed to be doing. Why don't you just ask the questions? Why don't you go find out?
Yeah.
Right? Why don't you go find out? And because we don't have a functioning press, all we do is cover it up.
My point is either they're incompetent or they're just lying through their teeth. And there's this rule that, incompetent is probably I don't know the name of it, I don't remember it. Incompetency is more likely the answer for a lot of things. I don't think it's not the case in this with Leslie Stahl and the others. They're not incompetent. They're not. They're willfully lying